Alright, welcome back again to Brown Neck Reviews. And today we are going to do an overview and a shooting test of my WeTech AK74 UN. Okay, there it is. So on with the overview. So I originally got this as a boneyard from a used airsoft site, and it was in pretty rough shape. It had a bunch of epoxy on the inside and the outside on the various components, and I have a video on that showing it. Unfortunately, I didn't videotape it as right after I got it out of the box, but it had some serious issues. The frame itself was bowed in a couple places, as well as the bottom, the screws were off, and so the frame was actually not straight. So I actually had to do some work with that, and the pistol grip screw would not screw into the trigger housing because the trigger housing threads were stripped. So I had to fix that also. I did a bunch of cleanup on it. I polished the inside of the trigger group as well as the rails. So let me show you. Let's start from the front here. So right here at the front, I've got an old D-Boys sound forwarding device, which contains the tracer unit that I'm going to use to do a chronograph on it. I refinished the front gas block and repainted it, as well as the upper handguard retaining parts. This right here on the handguard is actually connected to the upper gas block. I added this wood piece right here because I don't like the rails that it came with. This right here on the bottom rail originally came with it when I got it, and I put it on there. I mounted it on there pretty stiffly, so now it doesn't move. The other side here, it came with this right here, which is the sling mount. I think it's a fancy Zenitco piece, as well as the hand stop or hand guard right there. This is another fancy Zenitco replica piece. I don't think any of these are actual Zenitco because would be way too expensive for that. So that was done. Came with the original charging handle knob right there to make it easier. Originally I was going to leave it off because I didn't want it to add weight to the bolt, but I just decided to put it back on anyway. I added this top rail right here, which is an LCT rail that I had to kind of shave off a little bit on the side so that it would fit. So there it is. This optic right here is a pistol optic from a real steel pistol, actually my wife's pistol. So hopefully she doesn't know that it's missing, but I'm eventually going to replace that piece with another a more robust red dot, probably a hollow sun or something. And moving right along, it came with this AK47 magazine. Okay, this is actually for an AK47, but it came with the gun, so I'm using it. There's a couple things with this magazine. I think it is missing the little protector piece that goes around the valve right there. So when you're removing this, you got to be careful that you don't break that the valve knocker piece right there, because what will happen is as you pull it out like this, usually pull it out at an angle, it'll catch on the magazine catch right here. So you want to be careful when removing that piece on there. I did modify the screws on here because originally this was supposed to come with a magazine, like magwell thing to help aid in putting the magazine in, but that was missing. So what was happening was when they put the screws back in, they were too long, and they went in there and they dug into the trigger housing, which then bowed this piece right here, this area. It bowed it down a little bit, so I actually had to straighten that up. So that is now straight, and I also had to refinish the optic rail here on the side. That's not done yet. It's just kind of painted a little bit, but I'm eventually gonna sand that down, and I'll put some appliance paint on it and bake it on, but don't want to do that right now. As we go along, I fixed the pistol grip screw, well, the threads that the pistol grip screw goes into, and that now I can actually remove it and put another one in there without worrying about pistol grip falling off. And as we go to the back, I had to get a new hinge for the folding stock right here, because the original hinge didn't come with this piece right here, and this piece allows it to lock to the side. So now I can actually lock this stock on when it's open. So to open the stock, of course, you're gonna push on your AK74U button and then fold it over. So now the stock doesn't come loose. So to put it back, you're gonna have to push this button right here, right there, and then locks in place. And it's actually locked in place really good. And I don't know if you could hear that, but there's a little bit of knocking on there. That's because of this piece here, the cheek rest, that interacts with the rear stock. But everything else on this stock is pretty good to go. On the inside, I did polish the guide rod on there, and I polished the rails on here that the bolt slides along. So now it's like super smooth. Oh, there's a BB in there. I don't know how that got in there. Okay. There you go. All right. So there's that. Okay. Other notes on this: I changed out the hammer spring because I broke the original hammer spring that came with it because I installed it wrong, and I found that out when I installed the second one, that I put it in the wrong way and it snapped again. So I was wondering what was going on. So I put the third hammer spring in correctly, and now it resets just fine. So now you could hear it right there. So make sure that if you are going to put a hammer spring in this, that you install it the correct way, and then you shouldn't have any problems. So all the internals in here are pretty stock, except for the firing pin or valve knocker, which is a Raytech piece. And I think that is about it. So let's go on with the shooting test. And I'm going to load this up with some green gas, and hopefully it fires. So here we go. All right, so let's see. Here's a moment of truth. Hopefully it fires. Okay, let's charge it up. Oh, it fired. There it goes. Again. Okay, looks like oh, there it is. So let's see if we can get some readings on the FPS on this thing. Okay. See, 386, 376, 379. Let's try the full auto. Hopefully that works. Oh yeah, it's working. Yep. Yep. Great. So looks like it's working great. Nice. Well, I'm very happy with that. So looks like it worked wonderful. We will probably make a couple of videos. I'll probably do an HPA drum mag or something on this. You know, that recoil feels nice. The recoil actually feels little bit under a 22, but it felt pretty snappy, and I think that's pretty good for a basically stock system with just some of the parts being polished and everything. So that is it. Yeah, I think I'm happy with it. I think I'm really happy with it. So there it is. I am still missing the little what do you call it, front sight post on this thing. So I'm probably gonna order one of those from WE Tech or something and complete this thing. But for now, I think I can call this pretty much semi done until I get that little sight post thing on there. So here it is. That is my WE Tech Boneyard Refurbished WE Tech 8K74 UN. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And so until next time, God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the troops.